for the second half action between the Warhawks and the Golden Eagles. Again, ULM, a 45% shooting team there in the first half. Armstrong's going to run things offensively for the Golden Eagles. Crowley in the paint. The turnaround jumper off the mark. Izzy, the offensive rebound and the putback. Izzy gets the offensive board, the score, and draws the foul. Tegra Izzy, 7 points, 4 rebounds for Izzy.
Southern Miss comes out of the locker room, designs a play for their preseason all-conference player of the year. Crowley, he misses a shot. Izzy's there to clean it up, and not only clean up the basket, offensive rebound, second chance point, but also it goes to the line for a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Izzy, Tegra Izzy tonight from the line is 4 for 5. It's the first single-digit lead by ULM since they led 13-4 early in the contest. And a three-point play by Izzy cuts it to a 9-point game. Golden Eagle crowd trying to get things going. Metzger. Reese gave it up. Gallion working on Crowley. Step back. Metzger, Reese inside. Bad pass. Turnover. Back-to-back turnovers. Crowley wanted Armstrong in the corner. Armstrong was headed to the rim.
That's a really heads-up play there by Jalen Bolden. Looked like Southern Miss had the numbers, but he jumped up at Crowley, made him give it up quicker than he wanted to, not expecting the pass to come that early. Ball goes behind the teammate, and it's a turnover. Heads-up play there by Bolden.
McClure looking for a high pick from Nagopo. Bolden inside to Nagopo. Nagopo working on Izzy. Can't get inside, had to give it up. 7 on the shot clock. LaCour. The jumper. Off the mark. Iwako. The rebound. An opportunity for Southern Miss to cut into this lead once again.
So ULM believes they have a mismatch, Nagopo versus Izzy offensively. If they get the ball in there, that time was not able to get the shot off, and they created the turnover defensively. And I told you earlier today, if Southern Miss got back into this game, it would be because of what they do defensively. They stopped Izzy, stopped them on the post, created the turnover. They come down, and now they have a chance to score another three-point basket or three-point play with Crowley at the line this time.
And Nagopo picked up his 3rd foul of the game as well. Crowley, 5 points. He made one shot the first half and 1 shot now as we start the second. Southern Miss has cut it to a 2-possession game. A 6-point lead. It was 12 at the half. Southern Miss on a 6-0 run. Armstrong on LaCour. Looking for some help up top by Dijou. Bolden inside to Metzger. Reese lost it. Knocked out of bounds by Southern Miss. 6 seconds on the shot clock for ULM.
He had a mismatch with Dijou on Crowley that time, but Iwako was able to get a couple fingers on it and deflect that ball out of bounds with the support and help defense.
Gallion to check it in. Metzger, Reese in the paint. A turnaround. Iwako all in his face. Iwako with the rebound. Had to give it up. He was falling. Izzy was there. Great effort, Victor Iwako.
What is it about that end of the court, Lee, where the defensive effort seems to just be intense, the level of intensity goes up?
Montgomery from the corner. Izzy, the offensive rebound. Iwako in the paint. Foul. That'll put Victor Iwako on the line.
Izzy with the big rebound. If that corner ball by Montgomery had gone off, this place would have gotten really loud. They were ready to explode. Missed the shot. Izzy with the rebound right here does a good job getting it over to Iwako. Draws the foul. Now he finds himself at the free throw line again. Southern Miss cutting into this lead.
And we've been here when we've heard this place explode indeed. And you're right. If Montgomery would have hit that 3, could have cut it to a 1-possession game. And it would have been a great shot. Iwako rather on the line, takes care of the first.
We talked about ULM's defensive effort in the first half. Southern Miss has come out and matched that intensity here in the second half, and that's what has allowed them to get back into this ball game.
Iwako from the line, 2 for 2. 4 points. LaCour gives it up. Dijou couldn't go anywhere. Great defense by Izzy. Gallion over Iwako. A big bucket by Gallion. 7 points for Savion Gallion. Crowley wanted to hit the 3 as well.
What a big basket there by Gallion. Stand up and just drill that 3, hit nothing but bottom of the net. That's a big basket for ULM.
Crowley to Armstrong. Armstrong's going to pull a 3 himself. Little strong. Mescarishvili with the rebound. LaCour bringing it up court now. Armstrong picks him up. LaCour to the baseline, gives it up. Dijou back to LaCour. He hesitated and then hit the big 3. LaCour, 8 points. Back-to-back 3s for ULM. LaCour a little excited. Timeout on the floor. Back to a 10-point lead, ULM.
Welcome to Pensacola, Florida. Basketball at the beach in the Sun Belt Basketball Championship Tournament. 7 days of hoops and
a championship and a berth in the NCAA tournament are on the line.
We are creating a student life experience
that is second to none.
Southern Miss provides a culture that compels our students
to chase audacious goals
and dreams
with unrivaled passion
and relentless persistence
on their journey to the top.
Big 3 made by LaCour got the ULM bench excited. It's been an exciting evening of basketball. Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. Again, this Saturday, Southern Miss women's basketball will host Texas State. Southern Miss men will also host Texas State. Another doubleheader Saturday here on the campus of Southern Miss. 10-point lead here for ULM. They're on a 6-0 run over the last 41 seconds. Just when Southern Miss cut it down to a 2-possession game, really a 5-point game, quickly they're able to bounce back, hit a couple big 3s.
Yeah, Southern Miss, it started out hitting those shots. It came down, missed a couple of shots that they had good looks at, and then ULM was able to go down and do something offensively positive and put themselves back up by 10.
Montgomery's hit a couple big 3s. Armstrong's played a lot of minutes. Iwako wants to get going. Working on Mescarishvili. Izzy couldn't handle it. Turnover Southern Miss. Turnover number 12. Mescarishvili pulls a 3 off the mark. Iwako with a rebound. Armstrong. Iwako under the rim, couldn't get anything to go. Rebound, Dijou. And Jeff Armstrong's going to be called. That'll be his 4th foul for Armstrong. And that's correction. That's Armstrong's 3rd personal foul, as he'll be replaced by Mo Arnold.
Arnold also with 3 fouls. Armstrong giving him a few minutes there, so he would pick up that fourth foul here in the second half. But now Mo Arnold's got to play, just like Crowley has to play the remaining part of this game with 3 fouls.
The core at the top looking for help from Mescarishvili. Mescarishvili inside. Callion to Mescarishvili from the top. Rebound is there. So he was going home with that. He's fouled by AD. Southern Miss will have Victory Wacko on the line when we return, down by 10.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half bacon cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza is the world's greatest combination.
Carl? What are you doing here? You're picking up for a friend, right?
I'm sorry, PB&J. Here, try some for yourself.
How dare you?
Order online to try slices and sticks with bacon or jalapeno for $7.99.
Pizza, pizza.
Next season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
What's happening, Sheriff?
It's a transfer portal. It's out of control. We're losing our defense. No! Not our starting quarterback! We need him! You can't leave! Our offense revolves around you! Give me your other hand! That's what Dr. Pepper is! It's okay, I understand!
You can't let go of your Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely not.
Quarterbacks are replaceable.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
I'll take Barkley.
Yes! Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Our generation isn't turning away from the world's problems. Watch us fly ahead, rise to every challenge, and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I bought 3 of the same jacket to get the 4th free.
I subscribed to get a deal on these memory supplements, then forgot to cancel.
Yeah, well, you know, recognizing a bad deal is a part of the journey. Yes, Eva, would you like to share your breakthrough?
I got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and got to choose my plan.
Yes, we don't make you sign up for the top tier plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribed to get a deal.
We know.
Get the newest Galaxy on us with any of our best plans, guaranteed.
I know we're in the middle of basketball season, but it's opening college baseball series this weekend as the Golden Eagles will host Marist on a 3-game set. And it's going to be interesting not seeing head coach Scott Berry out there. I say head coach Scott Berry. It's now head coach Christian Ostrander, but head coach Scott Berry was indeed a staple at the Pete for many, many years.
Wonder what he's feeling right now with opening day tomorrow. I bet he's more nervous now than he's been in years. Just not being a part of it and not having any control over it. Southern Miss Athletic Department saw in the news this week where they have rehired him back into the athletic department. A very, very smart move by Southern Miss Athletic Department.
Coach Scott Berry, a class act indeed. A guy that was fun to watch on the field, and kids responded and loved him indeed. And I know there's some Golden Eagle fans excited about baseball season getting started as well under the new era under Christian Ostrander.
Sell out. All the tickets have been sold at Pete Taylor Park.
ULM's on a 6-0 run over the last minute and 58 seconds. Iwako. 9-point lead. Iwako was able to take care of one of the 2. Southern Miss hasn't had a field goal made in the last 3 minutes. Iwako with the steal, right at the hole, the slam! There, we were just talking about Victor Iwako off air, what he needed to do to really get this place going. He made a free throw, gets a steal, go down with a slam. 7-point lead here for Southern Miss. And he's guarding Mescarishvili.
Yeah, that's a matchup that I've been watching all night long. As you see the turnover again by ULM. But offensively, I think Iwako is a handful for Metsurishvili to handle because they're in size. He's just a little bit quicker than Nika is, and he can go around him and go up strong. But Southern Miss needs a big second half, a big last 14 minutes and 35 seconds out of him if they want to come back in this ball game and somehow pull this game out.
Iwako has 7 points. Crowley, he just has 5. Izze with 8. Montgomery with 8. A 3 by Montgomery. His third made 3 of the night. Montgomery with 11. He's the first player in double digits for Southern Miss. A 4-point lead by ULM. Closest it's been since the 33-29 mark is 4 points. Bolden rolls a double team. Bijou back to Bolden. Bolden, the jumper in the paint. In and out. Crowley, the rebound. An opportunity for Southern Miss to make it a 1-possession game. Again, we got to witness Southern Miss down by 18 to Troy. Come back and win. Crowley, the assist from Izze. A 1-possession game. Austin Crowley with 7.
Crowley posting up defensively on the inside. That time a little bit of a role reversal with Izze running the point guard position, if you will, recognizing the wide open Crowley with a nice assist in the basket.
This is the closest it's been since ULM made their first basket of the game. Mescarishvili somehow uses his body, stays up, has the balance, gets the bucket. Back to a 2-possession game.
Mescarishvili is so strong. He's using that upper body against Iwako that time. Iwako did everything he could to prevent him from scoring, but the strength of Metsi was just too much for him that time.
Larry has given Mescarishvili his own nickname.
Well, I've butchered his name up so poorly. I think if he gets offended that I'm calling him Metsi, he might, if he goes and listens how bad I butchered his name, he might be glad I'm calling him Metsi.
Iwako wanted the 3, lost it, thought he was fouled. Izze got after it, ball's in the hands of Bolden. Bolden right at Montgomery. Bolden is fouled.
He was fouled.
Montgomery gave Bolden a little bit of a shove as well. A.D. Bijou did a nice job jumping in and pulling him away. Getting a little chippy out there indeed. Back-to-back games we saw in the women's game. A fight break out. This game's getting just as chippy.
Yeah, well, there you said the foul, and the initial push was well out on the floor. They're actually saying he was in the act of shooting here. But again, you see the after the basket contact bump there between Montgomery as well as Bolden. But Bolden's played a great ball game, and a little heads-up basketball game tonight. Makes some really big plays for ULM as well. That time got the steal, knew he's going to get fouled, went ahead and went through with the shot, hoping to draw the official into the 2-shot at the free throws, and exactly what he got.
Well, Mo Arnold was upset at something, had asked one of the officials a question, didn't get the answer he wanted, went over to his coach. Coach Juan Cardona immediately says, be smart. Larry, that's a very smart thing from coach to say, because when games get like this, again, the emotions get out of control. Coach Juan Cardona says, we don't need anybody to get a technical foul. We don't need an ejection. Be smart indeed. 10 on the shot clock. Crowley at the top, working on Watson. And a foul is going to be on the floor. That one's going to be a call against Jerry Nagopo. Nagopo, that'll be his 4th personal foul.
You mentioned Southern Miss holding their composure. I thought there in that first half when they were struggling offensively there, you see the battle inside between Izze as well as 14 Nagopo. But I thought they lost their composure a little bit. If you remember, they got the technical foul when there was a little bit of a little contact made. There was some things said. You got to hold your composure. You're right, but you got to do it the entire ball game.
Crowley creating his own shot. Long rebound. Tyreek LaCour. LaCour wanting to build on this 5-point lead over Southern Miss. Under 12 to play.
LaCour gassed right now, Lee.
A big 3, LaCour. Back to an 8-point game.
Nice basket by LaCour. It seems that those baskets are all huge at this point in the game, but looking at Izzy definitely needs a break. They've been battling on the inside a lot. He's gassed.
The coach is just waiting on the next dead ball. Nobody's waiting at the scores table. Iwako tried to hand it off to Mo Arnold. LaCour got his hand on it. He's had a great day on the defensive end. LaCour with 4 steals. Mo Arnold, a block. Blocking foul is going to be called against Tyreek LaCour. That'll be LaCour's second foul. We'll take a break. 8-point lead by ULM on a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half bacon cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza is the world's greatest combination.
Carl? What are you doing here? You're picking up for a friend, right?
I'm sorry, PB&J. Here, try some for yourself.
How dare you?
Order online to try slices and sticks with bacon or jalapeno for $7.99.
Pizza, pizza.
Surviving in the game don't depend on what you think. It depends on what you do.
So what's the next move?
We're going national, which means more eyes are on us. We are about to fly.
Welcome to the ATL. BMF has a bright future ahead of us.
Next season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
What's happening, Sheriff?
It's a transfer portal. It's out of control. We're losing our defense.
No! Not our starting quarterback! We need him! You can't leave! Our offense revolves around you!
Give me your other hand!
That's what Dr. Pepper is!
It's okay, I understand! You can't let go of your Dr. Pepper.
Absolutely not.
Quarterbacks are replaceable.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Yeah, you know you need protein to fuel results, but it's not easy when you're drinking the same bland, chalky shake every day. Stop punishing yourself and get to GNC for the best protein in the game. Look at this epic selection. All the hottest brands, enhanced formulas, and flavors that'll keep you coming back for more. Scoop after scoop after scoop. So bust out of your protein rut and actually look forward to those shakes with unbeatable protein at unbeatable prices. Fuel your fitness with protein at GNC. Yeah.
Tonight, there's 2 of your stars of the game so far. Tyreek LaCour's had a great night. He's in double figures, scoring 3 of 10 from the floor with 11 points. And Kobe Montgomery's hit 3 threes tonight. He's 4 of 6 from the floor. He has 11 points as well. Those are 2 guys, indeed, Tyreek LaCour, that can really make things happen for ULM. And Kobe Montgomery, he's a guy that's come off the bench a lot during the year. Tonight, he got the start. But he's a guy, Larry, that's electric as well.
LaCour's 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, shooting 7 3-pointers. So all 3 of his field goals have been for 3-pointers. So he has not made a basket inside the 3-point line. But you're right, Montgomery stepped up when Southern Miss was really struggling there in that first half. Hit some big baskets, got them back going in the right direction. Where would they be without his output tonight?
Southern Miss has won the last 3 meetings over ULM. Southern Miss is also a team that plays so good inside Reed Green Coliseum, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Southern Miss. That one's on Iwako. That'll be his first, but Southern Miss, they do a pretty good job protecting the house over the last 2 years. They've won 25 of its last 26 games in Reed Green Coliseum, and they're 13-0 in this Coliseum in Sun Belt play since joining the league. A lot at stake here tonight. Diédhiou rejected by Izzy. A.D. Diédhiou went for the slam and rejected. A big night for Tegra Izzy. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and a big block.
Yeah, there you see the replay. Both guys going up strong. That time Izzy was able to get his hand on the ball, deny the basket, but ULM has another chance here offensively.
LaCour, the floater, somehow just hung in the air long enough to get the shot over Izzy.
Well, he heard me say he didn't have a basket inside the 3-point, so now he does, leading his team with 13 points.
Izzy, the handoff to Montgomery, drew the double team. LaCour, so fast. Mo Arnold hit the rim and went over the back of the backboard. He had an open three, then he sidestepped, again had an open three, just couldn't get it to go. Mo Arnold, he'll take a breather. Jeff Armstrong back in for Southern Miss. ULM on an 8-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Southern Miss at one point cut it to a 4-point deficit, and ULM went on a 6-0 run. They then cut it to a 2-point deficit, and ULM has gone on an 8-0 run, back to a 10-point lead.
And if you're a ULM fan, you're looking at the clock thinking, how could there still be 10 minutes to go? You're wanting that clock to run faster. For Southern Miss fans, they're looking at it thinking, we've got a lot of time left, down 10. You get just under the 10-minute mark.
Metzger-Reese-Veely, no good. Dijou, the offensive rebound in the paint. Izzy comes down with it. Quickly up to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it stripped away. Nice defense by Tyrese Watson. It'll be Southern Miss ball with 25 seconds on the shot clock.
Armstrong trying to make something happen, trying to give this team a spark off the bench. That time just had the numbers for ULM, got back on defense, forcing Southern Miss to do something offensively in their half-court set.
Crowley at the top, working on Watson, gets to the hole, and is fouled.
Really good defense again, Lee. I've said it all night long. You see Watson there just frustrated. Let's see if there's contact there. Really didn't see a lot of contact there to be called. I don't know what else you could do if you're Tyrese Watson there defensively. You forced him to go long and underneath the basket, and at that time, to be honest, Crowley was bailed out by the call.
2 fouls for Watson. Crowley 8 points. Bryson Hall checking in, giving Izzy a little bit of a breather. Larry, you mentioned a while ago, Izzy was just about gassed. Izzy's had a great game. A lot of minutes for Tegra Izzy here tonight. 27 minutes of action for a guy that really only averages about 14 minutes a game.
Right. He hadn't been standing in the back of that zone defense like we used to do in high school, just standing there either. They've been battling all night long inside. He and the bigs from ULM, they've had a really good battle inside.
Montgomery out front. Armstrong on LaCour. Rocco came over for help. The double team. Back to Dijou. LaCour with 6 to shoot. Looking once again for some help. Pulls a 3. LaCour, how does he do it? Tyreek LaCour, another big 3. 16 points for LaCour. Again, a guy that's averaging 10 points per game. Iwako couldn't get it to go. Rebound Wilson, and ULM's going to slow it down.
I want to go back to that shot by LaCour. The shot clock was winding down. I think it was 2 or 1. In fact, it may have even gone off as the shot was in the air. Hits nothing but the net, and he was facing our scoreboard over here to the camera's angle, just not even squared up, and just was able to hit a big shot for ULM.
Nice defense by Iwako. Gets the steal. Crowley has it. Going to pull a 3, a much-needed 3. Austin Crowley, he's in double figures to go along with Montgomery. Crowley leads all scorers for Southern Miss. He has 12. And Armstrong, he's hurt now. He's cramping. Timeout on the floor. Jeff Armstrong just in some agony and some pain.
Just cramping there. Saw him at the free throw line on the other end. Try to get the officials' attention to stop play, but with ULM having the basketball, unless a player is in danger, Lee, you don't ever stop play. And that time, Obviously, Armstrong was all the way down the other end by himself. Did it look good? No. I mean, he's trying. You see there, he can't even hardly walk, having a lot of assistance from the cramping. But you can't. It's not the official's fault. You're not supposed to stop play unless you've got a player who's in danger. Now, obviously, when he's cramping like that, you could argue maybe that is dangerous. But he was not in any type of situation where laying on the floor he was going to create an injury to himself, and that's why the officials let it continue to play.
Regardless, back to a 10-point lead for ULM. And Jeff Armstrong, he's a guy that's fun to watch. However, he gives everything he has every second he's on the floor, and his body just started cramping up. Get some fluids in. I'm sure we'll see Armstrong back. Benitez in now for Southern Miss. LaCour tried to slap it away. Benitez gets it to Montgomery. Over to Hall. Hall, the back pass, intercepted by ULM. Good defense that time by Tyrese Watson. Here comes LaCour once again. LaCour to the rim. Rejected by Iwako. His first block of the night.
Hall trying to force something on the other end. ULM going the other way with Iwako with a nice block, trying to slow this ULM offense down. Now with another chance with an offensive rebound.
A.D. Diédhiou got the second chance for ULM. 7:15 to play. Watson. Mescarishvili somehow hits the bucket. Fouled on the play as well. Nika Mescarishvili. 12 points on 5 of 13 shooting. 12-point lead here for ULM.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Taste them for yourself.
Yes. No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
Surviving in the game don't depend on what you think. It depends on what you do. So what's the next move? We're going national. Which means more eyes are on us. We are about to fly. Welcome to the ATL. BMF has a bright future ahead of us.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serves by flavor.
I bought 3 of the same jacket to get the 4th free.
I subscribed to get a deal on these memory supplements, then forgot to cancel.
Yeah, well, you know, recognizing a bad deal is a part of the journey. Yes, Eva, would you like to share your breakthrough?
I got AT&T's best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus and got to choose my plan.
Yes, we don't make you sign up for the top tier plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribed to get
Yeah,
a
we know.
Get the newest Galaxy on us with any of our best plans, guaranteed.
Back inside Reed Green Coliseum, 12-point lead here for the Warhawks in ULM. 44% shooting, 40% beyond the arc. 6 of 5, couple big threes made by ULM, and it continues when Southern Miss creeps back in it. ULM somehow comes back down the court, hits a big bucket to really kind of take the crowd out of it.
Yeah, and it's been LaCour and Mescarishvili. I mean, those two have hit some big baskets, leading their team. LaCour with 16 and with Messi with 12. to go along with 6 and 5 rebounds too. So they've been very, very active on the board, but they've had a really good ball game out of those two guys tonight to lead Louisiana Monroe so far here at Reed Green.
Mescovishvili not able to convert the three-point play. Iwako knocked down Izzy. Fortunately, Crowley able to go get the loose ball. Benitez running point for Southern Miss. Kobe at the top. Crowley. Baseline. The floater is good. Austin Crowley. 14 points for Crowley.
Nice job there, just getting the basketball in your leading scorer's hand, trying to get him some opportunities to get yourself cut into that lead.
Watson. Tyrese Watson. Gives it back to Mescovishvili. The three on the way, off the mark. Montgomery with the rebound.
ULM doesn't look nearly as active on the offensive end right now, Lee, as they've been all night. That time, a lot of standing around, just more of a two-man game, having to take the long three. Now Southern Miss with the rebound going the other way, trying to cut into this lead.
Crowley had a chance at the three, took it inside the paint, drew the foul. Foul's going to be on Tyrese Watson, his third.
See the contact there on the foul, Lee. That's what happens when you get tired. When I saw the intensity of the ULM defense early on, the question was, could they maintain that over 40 minutes? And they look a little tired right now defensively. Instead of moving their feet, a little more contact. That time the body contact was called, putting Crowley at the line.
Austin Crowley, 15 points tonight, 5 of 12 shooting, 4 for 5 from the line.
Lane violation, Lee. Crowley missed the free throw. Someone went in too early for ULM, and so the violation will give Crowley another opportunity to make the second free throw. See if we see who goes in. Not sure who they called that on. But
like it might have actually been Watson. Crowley able to capitalize on the extra opportunity. Crowley, 16 points. LaCour gets it to the top to Watson. Iwako outguarding Watson. High pick from Mescovishvili. Watson going against Crowley. Izzy there to help. Had to just throw it up. Mescovishvili. Oh, and a foul is going to be called on Austin Crowley. He reached around, thought he got all ball.
That's going to be his fourth lead. Shot clock had ran down. Let's see if we can see what the shot clock was. Right. It looked like it was around 3 or 4. Southern Miss had done everything they wanted to do that time defensively, and the reach-in foul there by Crowley resets it at 20.
Benitez now is going to get charged with the foul as well before the ball ever got inbounded. So back-to-back fouls for Southern Miss. 16 fouls for the Golden Eagles. And Crowley leads all scorers for Southern Miss. He has 16. LaCour has 16 as well for ULM. You can see the bench for Southern Miss. Those that are not dressed, injured. LaCour back to Mescovishvili. Off the mark. Iwako can't handle it. Benitez has it all along. BB. The layup. The foul. BB Benitez, an opportunity for a three-point play here for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that's just not a heads-up play there by LaCour. If you're going to foul, you see Benitez coming here. You got to go for that ball. You got to make sure you make ball contact. You don't want to hurt anybody. You just got to give them a hard foul there. Make sure they don't make the basket, or either don't foul at all. Just give them the basket. But this time, you gave Southern Miss the best of both worlds. You gave them the basket. You got a foul on yourself as well as an extra free throw.
Beebe was out for 8 games due to an injury. He's a guy that averages playing just 7.7 minutes a game. Tonight, already 11 minutes, 4 points for Jose Benitez. And the sophomore from Santo Domingo makes the three-point play. 5 points for Benitez. 5-point lead for ULM. Again, Southern Miss has cut it multiple times, but they've allowed ULM to get right back in it.
This crowd starting to get into this game with Southern Miss. 5:23 left in the game. 5-point lead by ULM. The crowd starting to get on their feet, making it tougher and tougher for ULM. Trying to go against this full court pressure. That time, not any problem at all getting it across court.
Agopo gives it to Mescavishvili. Back to LaCour. Benitez guarding LaCour. Looking for some help. Back to Mescavishvili. Over into the corner. Agopo has it. 7 on the shot clock. LaCour's going to pull a three. Mescavishvili, the offensive board. A big rebound for ULM.
Huge rebound there. Smart play as well. Taking the ball back outside, resetting their offense, getting another good shot.
Mescavishvili gave up the three, went right at Izzy. Izzy stood his ground. Here comes Crowley. Crowley gets to the hole, the finger roll. A one-possession game for Southern Miss. Now Austin Crowley cramping or either twisted his ankle just a bit as well. Izzy's cramping too. Southern Miss on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 23 seconds to make it a three-point game.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half bacon cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza is the world's greatest combination.
Carl? What are you doing here? You're picking up for a friend, right?
I'm sorry, PB&J. Here, try some for yourself.
How dare you?
Order online to try slices and sticks with bacon or jalapeno for $7.99.
Pizza, pizza.
All eyes on. Surviving in the game don't depend on what you think. It depends on what you do. So what's the next move?
We're going national, which means more eyes are on us.
We are about to fly.
Welcome to the ATL. BMF has a bright future ahead of us.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
22 games this season. Austin Crowley has scored in double figures. Larry, he's been fun to watch. Right before the media timeout, Austin Crowley takes it the other direction. The finger roll. Austin Crowley, what a phenomenal player here for Southern Miss.
Great effort there to cut this lead, 54-51, three-point lead, but you see him there kind of hobbling away. Saw him during the timeout as we went to a break, stretching those hamstrings. It looked like some cramps going on for him as well. Little surprise this time of year for these players to be cramping like well. We saw Armstrong cramp up earlier, had to leave the game. Now Crowley. Question is, can they manage the last 4 minutes and 28 seconds without getting any more cramping? Just a phenomenal effort by both of these clubs here this evening.
Benitez guarding LaCour. And Crowley got started on a slow night shooting, but has picked up his pace. Mescavishvili gives it up. Gallion inside to Bolden. Bolden working against Montgomery. Draws the double team. Mescavishvili, a three ball on the way. And fouled. Victory Wacko. Didn't like the call. Neither do the fans. Victor Iwuako is going to pick up his 3rd foul. And officials going to take a look to see if this was indeed a 3-point shot. Crew chief Keith Patterson taking a look at this one.
Well, you watch the foul. The foul was called not at the top where the body was made. Keith Patterson looking down at the contact, and you have to allow the shooter to come back down, Lee, and it didn't look like much contact, and there wasn't, but the feet were up underneath the feet of the shooter, and that's been an emphasis the last couple of years in college basketball, to not allow the defender to go up underneath the shooter.
So indeed it was a 3-point shot, so it is a 3 free throw opportunity here for Nika Meskavishvili. Took care of the first, makes the second as well. This continues when Southern Miss fights back. ULM always digs a little deeper as well, back to a 5-point lead. Meskavishvili has had a big night. 14 points, 5 of 16 shooting, 7 rebounds. Went 2 for 3. Iwuako is going to handle it himself. Benitez being guarded by LaCour.
Coley over in the corner, not moving. Now he's moving. I was watching him to see if he was going to be able to move after the cramps that he was getting earlier.
Benitez tried to get it into Izzy. Izzy is going to be fouled as well. Meskavishvili rather picks up his 3rd foul.
Did a good job. Got his hand on the pass and deflected it. You see him pounding the floor out there. He's mad at himself because he did such a phenomenal good job getting his hand on deflecting the pass, but then going after the ball, there was contact there made. And so this will be the 10th foul for ULM. So Izzy should be shooting 2 now.
Juan Cardona's having to talk to his bench to make sure they stay out of the area of play. Neftali Alvarez, Andre Cabello. Izzy not able to make the first.
So six players over there in street clothes, and they have another that's not here at the game. Hart is not. I don't see him over there at all, or is that him? Yeah, so they got 6 over there in street clothes, not able to play tonight.
Izzy, 9 points for Tegra Izzy. 4-point lead, a 2 crowd. Bolden back to Meskavishvili. Hands it off to Gallion. LaCour gets it knocked away. Mo Arnold on the defensive end. 6 seconds on the shot clock. He was trying to slip it.
Crowley's got 4. If you're guarded by Crowley, you ought to go right at him if you're ULM, because he's got the 4 fouls.
Meskavishvili had to just throw it up. And out of bounds. They didn't call a shot clock yet. I think Iwuako got a piece of it.
The shot clock is down at 0, but it depends on when the official's whistle went off. Did it go off before? I don't know why Izzy didn't just grab the basketball. Here's the shot comes in. It's well off, and it looked like it grazed Izzy's chest right there. So it's a correct call that if there's any time left on the shot clock, it should be ULM's ball. However, they won't have very much time, if any, to get off a shot. It has to be close to either 1 or under, maybe even under 1 second left on the shot clock.
Yeah, I would think for sure the way Meskavishvili tried to throw that one up. No field goals for ULM. They haven't scored a field goal in the last 4 minutes of action. On the other side, Southern Miss, 4 out of their last 4. So they're going to reset the game clock to 3:10, and they're going to put 1 second on the shot clock. Again, Larry, this will just be an inbound play where they have to catch it and shoot it in air, possibly.
Going to be a catch and shoot. 1 second. You've got time to shoot, to catch it and shoot it. It's going to be, albeit very, very quickly. But Southern Miss needs to defend here and stop this opportunity. This is a big possession. Only 1 second for ULM to score.
Bolden will inbound it to LaCour. He's hit some big threes all night long. Tyreek LaCour, 19 points. He has been clutch.
That was about as big as they come right there. 1 second down. I said it was a big possession. If Southern Miss could have held them there, it would have been big for them. But instead, ULM hits the big three. But Crowley comes back. Southern Miss won't go away. Lee, you mentioned it earlier. In the Sun Belt Conference, and there you see Crowley cramping again. Southern Miss is undefeated last year and this year in the Sun Belt Conference in Reed Green Coliseum. Has only lost one game in this Coliseum in the last 2 years. So it's a really difficult place for opponents to come in and play. ULM is trying to be the first Sun Belt Conference team to come in here and get a road victory in this conference.
And we've mentioned this before as well. ULM being a 4-8 team in the conference. They play much better than a 4-8 team indeed. They've led tonight as many as 21. Crowley not able to complete the three-point play. It remains a 5-point game. They led as many as 21. Southern Miss has gone on as much of a 10-0 run. They've hit their last 5 shots. Bolden at the top. Throws it right to Iwako. Iwako has it. Looking for his teammate. Bolden comes through, strips it, throws it right into Mo Arnold. Arnold gets back to the top. A new 30 seconds. Kobe Montgomery along the baseline. Over to Iwako. Iwako can hit that shot. In the lane. He's been phenomenal the last few games. Izzy comes up with a rebound. Izzy, a bucket. 11 points. Tegra Izzy, 7 rebounds, and an opportunity to go back to the line. Tegra Izzy.
I don't know if he's ever had a bigger rebound and put back in his career of the battle right there, coming down with the rebound. Not only getting fouled, Lee, but making the basket. If he had just got fouled and missed the basket, he'd have 2 free throws. Now he has a chance to cut into this 59-56 lead. Huge play there by Tegra Izzy.
Timeout Southern Miss. 3-point lead ULM. We appreciate you staying tuned in this one tonight. A huge, huge matchup.
So we got 2:03 left. Both teams, Lee, have a timeout left. As you see there on the score, Southern Miss is in the double bonus. ULM is in the bonus. So any fouls from now, both teams will be shooting. As you see again, the replay, Izzy with the offensive rebound and the putback, cutting this lead to 59-56, 3-point lead. Now has a chance to cut it to 2, and a lot of basketball left. 2:03 is a lot of time. We mentioned earlier around the 10-minute mark how the ULM fans were thinking, let the clock roll, let the clock roll. Southern Miss slowly but surely has inched back into this ball game. But as you mentioned, Lee, it seems as though every time Southern Miss makes a little run, but ULM has the answer either with LaCour or Messericvili. One of them makes a big shot. Southern Miss has got to shut them down. And Lee, you got to remember, Austin Crowley has 4 fouls. Mo Arnold and Iwako both have 3, along with Armstrong, though he's on the bench with the cramps.
ULM led at the half by 12. Southern Miss has outscored ULM 35-26 in the second half.
LaCour has 4 fouls for ULM, along with Nagopo has 4 as well. So if you're offensive minded, you got to go right at those players who have 4 fouls. The last thing you want to do, you've got 4 fouls, Lee, and so you've got to be a little tentative defensively and not pick up that 5th foul.
Each team with one timeout remaining. Both teams are in the bonus. Southern Miss is in the double bonus. Possession arrow is in favor of the Warhawks. Tegra Izzy on the line tonight. He's had an active night from the free throw line. He's 5 of 7. Integra Eze's coming off a night where he had 13 points against Western Michigan. Tonight he has 11. Make that 12. A 2-point game. And a note, ULM has not trailed at all tonight. They made the first shot of the evening, and they've led ever since. LeCoeur is going to be fouled. Mo Arnold is going to pick up his 4th.
Got to be smart there. If you're a defender there, you know you've got 3 fouls. You're defending 25 feet from the floor, and you pick up your 4th foul. Now that puts you in foul worries for your team. Crowley with 4, as we mentioned. Now Mo Arnold with 4 as well.
And not to mention, it gives LeCoeur an opportunity from the line for some free throws. He's able to take care of the first. LeCoeur, a big night. Back-to-back 20-point games for Tyreek LeCoeur. Crowley with the rebound. That gives Crowley his 4th double-double this season. Crowley 20 points, 10 rebounds on 38 minutes of action.
Don't have to have a 3 right now. Plenty of time left. 3-point game. You don't have to settle for 3.
A 3 would make this crowd go wild, and that will as well. Crowley able to get to the rim, the step through on the left side. A 1-point game, ULM. 22 points for Austin Crowley.
Crowley knew he didn't have to take the 3 there, so they defended him well outside the basket, and he just took it inside, was able to get the basket.
Big offensive rebound by Ade Diju. A fresh 20.
Huge
1 minute to go.
Yes, you're right, Lee. Huge rebound. Southern Miss could have come down. They got the rebound there, would have had an opportunity to take the lead. Now ULM has a chance to go and score here.
Metzarishvili, shots off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Rebound by Bolden. Foul is going to be called on Austin Crowley. Crowley, that's his 5th. They're asking for the officials to review it. Austin Crowley has fouled out with 22 points, 10 rebounds on 8 of 15 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line.
What they're asking is, can they look at see if the shot clock had expired? Crowley's 5th foul would not matter, wouldn't count, because the shot clock violation occurred before that foul. Crowley over at the scores table asking the officials to look and see if the shot clock violation had occurred. I didn't hear the horn lead, did you? But it was awful loud in here. So I think this is reviewable, but it doesn't look like they're going to review it. And Austin Crowley, so therefore Austin Crowley has fouled out of the game with 22 points.
Great night for AC. Jalen Bolden on the line for ULM, a 72% free throw shooter. Tonight he's 1 of 2 from the line. Bolden gets the first. Back to a 2-point game.
That's a huge foul that Crowley was called on there, because it looked like, I thought they were going to call a jump ball, but instead they called a reaching foul on Crowley to get his 5th foul. And not only that, but you put your guy LeCoeur, your best, actually you put Bolden, who's had a really good ball game, at the free throw line.
LeCoeur just came into the paint and told his team, we have 45 seconds, let's go. Bolden makes his 2nd. 3-point lead, ULM. Mo Arnold gets some help in the backcourt from Izzy. Timeout, Southern Miss.
Timeout, Southern Miss. So that you don't have to, 40 seconds to go, 40.9 seconds to go. You don't have to settle for the 3. If you get one of your shooters, if you get Montgomery with a wide open three, sure, take it. But right now, you don't have to go for a three. You've got plenty of time to take the ball inside, get a basket, possibly get fouled, tie the game up. If not, you go back down, you play defense. You've got time left on the clock to play good defense and then have another opportunity if you stop ULM to win the basketball game. So again, that's Southern Miss last time out, I believe. There's, you see it on the score. ULM has one timeout left. Obviously, both teams shooting free throws on every foul now. But again, ULM trying to do something no Sun Belt Conference team has done since Southern Miss joined the league 2 years ago, and that's come into Reed Green Coliseum and leave with a win.
You got to think that this Southern Miss team would think, hey, who's going to be the guy now that Crowley's out of the game that's going to take it to the hole? You got to think Victor Iwako's probably that guy. I mean, he's a guy that can handle it. He can go to the rim, and Mesa Reese-Veely has been the guy that has been guarding him most of the night.
Mo Arnold has not had this normal shooting night. He's 0 for 5, but don't think he would be afraid to take the shot either. He's not scared. He's a leader of this team. Regardless of how he's played it, don't be surprised if he's the one that takes the shot. Montgomery's trying to get free.
Iwako's at the top. 15 on the shot clock. There's Iwako, open for the three. Instead, he gets inside. Almost, he threw it away. Iwako should have taken the three. The pass inside. The assist from Gallion. The bucket from Bolden. A 5-point game. Iwako's going to be super mad at himself for not taking the three. He does now. It's off the mark. Izzy.
Southern Miss again without Crowley out there to take that shot. Just, I'm not saying that there wasn't anyone wanting to take the shot. That's not what I'm saying. But they just couldn't separate themselves to get the good look. I think they would have taken the shot if they had been able to separate themselves, and that's what Crowley does so well, is he can create his own shot. But that time, Iwako he had a chance beyond the three to take it. Instead, tried to put it on the floor and threw the basketball away. Great defense again by ULM.
A.D. Dijou on the line for ULM. Dijou 4 points tonight, make it 5. His first trip to the charity stripe tonight. 6-point game.
Big free throw here. This will make it a three possession ball game if he can make this one.
Dijou, he does. Money at the line.
Richard hollering, Coach Richard hollering, do not foul, do not foul, do not foul.
Mo Arnold tried to be slick to get it down half court, and that little antics at the end. The assist from LaCour, the slam to Gallion. Armstrong, one final shot off the mark. Izzy, the putback, can't go. ULM's gonna escape. Reed Green Coliseum, the first team in the Sun Belt to knock off Southern Miss. Monroe snaps a 7-game losing streak here in Hattiesburg. Their first win in the Hub City since 1992. A 3-game winning streak for Coach Keith Richard. His team's gonna advance. Their record's now 10-14. They'll be 5-8 in the Sun Belt Conference. Coach Juan Cardona, as the interim, will fall to 2-1 on the year. They're 14-12, 7-6 in the Sun Belt.
ULM came in ready to go from the get-go, and they built that 20-something point lead in the first half, and it was just too much to overcome for Southern Miss.
Southern Miss, a big game here inside the greenhouse. ULM's going to walk away as the winner. So for Larry Boyd, Lee Field, Marty Wyndham,